The countdown has begun where we might see the most bullish move in the cryptocurrency market yet. With massive bullish catalysts coming over the course of the 7 days, we could see Bitcoin as well as the rest of the altcoin market starting to push to brand new all-time highs. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what is coming up in the next 7 days and why they could affect your portfolio in quite a big way. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy cryptocurrency and you want to stay up to date with all what's going on in the market. And if you want to become a channel member, getting access to our premium Discord, then go ahead and join the channel. Link is in the description. But with that being said, let's get into the video. So over the course of the last 24 hours, we've seen the cryptocurrency market once again starting to push to the upside. We've seen altcoins breaking out as well as Bitcoin holding that 116 range. But the main story of the day, Ethereum starting to retest those upper ranges, dragging along with it the rest of the altcoin market. We can officially, if you use technical state, the alt season is here. In fact, we have officially hit 78 on the altcoin season indicator. This is the first sign that, well, alt season is finally here and we're starting to see a nice breakout. This is ultimately and hugely led by Ethereum. Now we've seen more accumulation for ETFs. We've seen big accumulation in treasury reserves. And well, fundamentally, everyone is just a bit more bullish on altcoins. There is some data though that is important to think about. Whenever we see moves in the market, particularly moves to the upside, there is always going to be profit taken. And actually we've seen a couple of very big whales starting to sell off on some key altcoins, namely things like Global Dollar, Athena, as well as Ondo Finance, Uniswap, Pax, Curve, Pepe, WorldCoin, and many others. You can tie this to, well, generally speaking, the market and how it's moved. People are selling into the pumps. Now, as long as you have more buying pressure than selling pressure, you're generally in a pretty good place. How do we know that? Well, we've seen more and more whales accumulating even more Ethereum. For example, this wallet here buying tons of Ethereum, nearly $39 million over the course of the last 24 hours. This is bullish. Now, many people would say, well, 2-bit, why is that? Well, it's obvious. We have got a big week next week. Wednesday is the FOMC meeting in which we expect rate cuts. FYI, 96.4% now are predicting we get that 25 basis points with only 3.6 predicting that we're going to see a 50 basis points cut. Now, this will be bullish for markets, but also stocks and everything else. But what's also worth thinking about is actually Bitcoin's playing out exactly as we expected. Look at this, monthly returns now sitting at 7.38% for the month of September. Talk about calling it, it looks exactly like that. And with whales and ETF volume still absolutely skyrocketing, more is to come. One of the big drivers, BlackRock. They are back to buying huge amounts. 3,201 Bitcoin just in today, 6,080, knocking nearly $700 million worth of Bitcoin over the last week. Still bullish? I would absolutely be that. And what's important is sentiment is changing. So yes, we have a big week ahead. This is coming off the back of another big week. Gemini launching their IPO officially today with it skyrocketing in price. For example, we actually saw this list at $28 a share and quickly rocket all the way up to $40. That's pretty big. Not quite the same that we saw with Circle, but very good news. What does this tell us? Wall Street won in. And if Wall Street want in, they are coming with some big money. And this will push the price of Bitcoin as well as the rest of the altcoin market to brand new all-time highs. This could even happen as soon as next week. And this is why we're talking about making sure that, well, 7 days to go, we could definitely be in a big place. One of the big players that Wall Street are very interested in and as presidential backing is World Liberty Finance. Again, a project we've been talking about. Their most recent proposal is crazy. They are actually now proposing that they're going to route 100% of the World Liberty Financial treasure liquidity fees to markets, excluding partner LPs, etc. This is going to be big, and we actually finally start to see World Liberty Financial moving to the upside. Now, complete transparency here, on my live stream, I did actually take a position up that I've been talking about for a while, and I think this could be a very good play. Not financial advice, but one to watch out. And why do I bring this up as a bullish market catalyst? Well, it's what they're doing is the specifics. Here is exactly the tweet that came out. They're going to put direct supply reduction, stronger holding alignment, alignment with growth, and transparency. They are going to take the burn tokens that they will buy on the open market and get rid of it. And just look at the amount of people that want it. 99.7% of people want to see this come into effect. This once again could be a bullish move, not only for the actual token itself, but the wider market. And you ask yourself, well, why would it be for the wider market? I'll given the fact this has Trump's backing and equally it's a very important token going on with what they're trying to do, this unlocks the ability for ETFs and staking protocols and maybe even burning options. Imagine an ETF which offers you yield and burns tokens as well. For me, this is a very big catalyst and one that I think we should very much be dialed in for. One of the big catalysts, by the way, is BitUnix. BitUnix is a fantastic exchange if you want to go and trade all your favorite cryptocurrencies. And right now you can get a 40% rebate by signing up specifically with my link in the description. This is just for the 2-bit crypto community. Deposit and get that 40% rebate all the way up to $1,000. If you trade over 2 million, you're going to get another $400 for free. That's $800 for free by signing up and starting to trade your journey with BitUnix. So I highly recommend checking them out. No KYC, and they are available all over the globe. So highly check them out. Now, what are we looking at when it comes to the macro sentiment of Bitcoin and the wider markets, and where do we see us going? Well, we saw very bullish the last 24 hours, but take a look at the charts. Here you can see Bitcoin could be pushing back up to that upper range of around 117.3 to about 118.5. That for me is the next key level that we need to see BTC break out. And again, we've seen a solid move in the rest of the altcoin market. Bitcoin though has flipped bullish. And I think if we can come through the weekend in a good place, and then we start this week with rate cuts, as well as some more listings, burns and everything else, well, the Bitcoin market and the crypto market could just be getting started. This could print some very significant gains for your portfolio. It's never financial advice. It's just what I see going on in the charts. So if you want more alpha like this, don't forget, check out our premium Discord. You can get in that by becoming a channel member. It's a few bucks a month. Click the link in the description and we'll see you in our Discord. But until then, make sure you're subscribed and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.